Okay. So we got. Okay. Catch you when it come up. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Oh, it's real loud. What's going crazy? Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Hashem. I was shot thumb to all the brothers. Yeah, I was Shemal thumb by Hashem. I was shot all the sisters. So Isupk Durham, North Carolina Sabbath service. Preaching officer Mahayah with me since conducting his officer Yanazar. You understand? So we can get straight into it, brother. If you could, Baba Kashah, blow the horn to commence the Sabbath service. What's sign Christ? So a medium, which means to stand. Wapanyak or dumb, which means rise and face the east. Start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa,
Shabbat
Shemayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Natanlanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawum, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabiaya Nawa, Manasaya 1, Abol, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwas, Waha'ala, Wahathraparith, La'Iwalumium, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
So be it. To pray for the power, the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kasha, Nathan Lenawa, Hakak, La Para'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayam, Hakak, La Hakwiyam, Hamatiyam, Hakak, Arawakawath, Hatama'ala, La Garashan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it.
Pray for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Allah Hayim. Matazaba Ya'ah. Allah Wap Yahana. Allah Wapium. Hatsaranyam. Hakotazayanyam. Hakoyoyoyam. Wahakwatian. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The Wada Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angel. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha, Ayanya, Ahaharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayim, Wa'arataza, Aliyatun, Lamawat, Ragalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawamor, Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Malayallah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabawaatka, Mayatha, Wa'id I Walam.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold. He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Dami Alaka. Al Takarash. Wa Al Tashakwat. Al Kayahana. Awayabiaka. Yahama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Al Aimaka. Yairayamwa. Sawada. Wayata. Yaitazawa. Al Tazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakidam. Magoya. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Now I Tazawa. Laba. Yahadwa. Alyaka. Barayath. Yakarathwa. Aholia. Adawam. Wayashimai. Alayam. Mawa Abba. Wahagarium. Gabol. Wa I'm a one. Wa I'm a lot. Palashat. I'm Yeshabia. Tazawar. Gam Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zerawa. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabian. Banakol. Fayashwan. Nashamadwa. Bayan. Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. La Adama. Shayatamwa. Nada Yabmawa. Ka'arab. Wakazabah. Wakatazol. Manai. Kal Nasaya Kamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagogala. Kakwash. Lapanya. Raraka. Ka'ash. Tabi'ira. Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Talahat. Harayum. Khan. Taradatma. Basairika. Wabasa. Wapafka. Tabahalum. Mala'ah. Panyahum. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shemka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayabaholwa. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadayawa. Kaya ata. Shemka. Yahweh. Labadka. Al Yawan. Al Kaharatazar.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
So, turn.
Credit. All right, Shah, please be seated. All right, we got the Charlotte in there, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they in there. 704, right?
Yeah. Both sound correct. All right, this really.
I clicked on where could you tell? Can you tell here?
Oh, the top right up there. You see, I said the different bar below. You see 2 YouTubes and 1 Facebook.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what you can look at.
Yeah. So it should be another one, right? It's only saying 3.
You can pass me the mouse real quick. Let me see. Just to double check. Let's see.
Yeah, because I clicked on the 704, but I don't see it up there.
Let's see. Yeah, you got the YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. Most High Christ.
Yeah. So we
learn something new every day.
Yes, sir. Most High Christ. All right. You understand? What's going on, Israel? We back at it again. You understand? So we're gonna pick right where we left off, right? So we're picking up at the book of Exodus, chapter 33,
and verse 9.
You know, for those at home, you want to tag along, you want to read along with us. All right, go to Bible.org. Bible.org, you understand? Type in Exodus chapter 33. Scroll down to verse 9 and press that blue button on the side that says tools, and it'll pull up this here in Hebrew. Right, so you'll be able to follow along. And we'll get straight into it.
Okay, this is the book of Exodus chapter 33 and verse 9 in Hebrew. Wahaya Kaba'ah Masha Ha Ahala Yarad Imwad Ha'ainan Wa'imad Pathak Ha'Allah Wadabar Im Masha. And verse 10. Wara'ah Kal Ha'im Af I'm a wad Ha'ina Ha'ainan Salakia Imad Pathak Ha'Allah Wakwam Kal Ha'im Waha Shakaf Wawa Shatha Kaf Wawa. I never seen 2 was back to back. That's strange. Ayash, unusual. Ayash Pathak Aholwa. Verse 11. Wadabar Yahweh Amasha Panyum Al Panyum Ka'ashar Yadabar Ayash Al Ra'ayhawa Washab Al Hamakana Wama Sharathwa Yahawashai Bun Nawan Na'ar La'a Yamayash Mathawak Ha'ahol. And verse 12, Wayamar Mashah al Yahweh Ra'ah Atha Amar Alia Ha'al Ath Ha'im Hazah Wa Atha La'ah Hawa Da'ith Nia. What? Let me say that one again. Hawa Da'ith. Nope. Yep. Hawa Da'ith Nia. Ath Ashar Ta Shalak Amya Wa Atha Amarath Yada'ithiyaka Bashum Wagum Mataza'ah Matata'ath Kun Ba'ayanaya. Verse 13. Wa'aitha am na'a matasa athia kag ba'ayanayaka hawa da'ainia la'a ath the raka wa'ada'aika lama ain amatasa'a kag ba'ayanayaka wa ra'a kaya imad hago waya or hagoya hazah. Hold up, my phone is freezing up. There we go. Let me get back. Verse 13. Wa'aitha am na'a mataza'athia kag ba'ayanayaka hawa da'ainia na'a ath darakaka wa'ada'aika lama ain a mataza'a kag ba'ayanayaka wa ra'a kaya imaka hagoya hazah. And verse 14. Waya Amar Punya Yalakwa Waha Nakathia Laka. Verse 15. Waya Amar Aliyawa Am Ayan Punyaka Halakayam Al Ta'ilanwa Mazah. And verse 16, Wabama Yawa Dai. 15 was the last one? Okay. Salaki. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 9 in the English. And it came to pass, as Moses entered into the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door. And all the people rose up and worshiped every man in his tent door. So I just wanted to mention that this shows that these people was in reverence and in fear of the Most High.
Right.
They came out, but they stood by their door just in case they had to run back in. I love this Bible, man. This Bible be telling us the truth, you know. Okay, Salakia. Verse 11. And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp. But his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. Verse 12. And Moses said unto the Lord, see, thou sayest unto me, bring up this people, and thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name, and thou hast also found grace in my sight. Verse 13. Now therefore, I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me now the way that I may go, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people. Verse 14. And he said, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. Verse 15. And he said unto him, if thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 16 in the Hebrew. Wabama yawadai apawa kaya mataza athia kag ba ayanayaka anya wa imad or imaka wa imaka alawa balakafaka imanwa wana Paulianawa anya wa imaka makal ha'im ashar al panya ha adama. Verse 17. Waya Amar Yahweh al Mashah Gum Ath Hadabar Hazah Ashar de Barath Aisha Kaya Matazaath Kag Ba'ayanaya wa Adai Wadat Salakia wa Adaika Basham. Verse 18. Wayamar Haranya Na'ath Kabadaka. Verse 19. Waya Amar Anya Ibr Kal Tawabia Al Punyaka Wakwara Athia Bashum Yahweh La Punyaka Wakanathia Ath Ashar Akan Wara Kamathia Ath Ashar Arakam. Verse 20. Wayamar La'a Tawakal La Ra'ath Ath Panya Kaya La'a Yara Anya Adam Wakaya. Verse 21. Wayamar Yahweh Hana Makwawum Athia Wana Tazabath Al Hatazawar. Verse 22. Wahaya Ba'aibar Kabadia Washa Mathiaka Baga Bana Korath Ha Tazawar, Washakathia, Kapia, Aliaka, Aid, Ibaria. Okay, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 35 and 33 and verse 16, Salah, in the English. For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? Is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth. So here again, the emphasis is on separation from the other nations. You understand? 30, verse 17. And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. Verse 18. And he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. Verse 19. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. Verse 20. And he said,
wait, Salaki, read it one more time.
Verse 19. He says, okay, and I will show mercy. No, Salaki. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious. And I will show mercy on whom I will show mercy.
You understand? It's the Lord decisions, man. The Lord chooses who he want to show mercy to. Who he wants to be gracious to is his choice. You understand? The problem is, you know what I'm saying, that white Jesus you got in your mind is ramifications on him. It's parameters on him. You understand? But the Lord can do what he want to do, man. He chooses who he wants to love.
That's right.
Chooses who he cares about. Chooses who he wants to protect. You understand? Chooses who he wants to lift up. Chooses who he wants to put down, man. You Black, Hispanic, and Native American, understand that the Lord chose you to be the best people on the face of the earth. Chose you to be that special and peculiar people. You understand? It's his choice. You understand? It's his choice, man. You know what I mean? That's it.
Verse 20. And he said, thou cannot see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. So now, here it is. No man, like all of y'all think that Moses saw the face of God and men have seen God. No man has ever seen the face of the Lord. He showed Moses his hind parts, the back of his legs. Okay. Verse 21. And the Lord said, behold, there is a place by me, thou shalt stand upon a rock. Verse 22. And it shall come to pass, while my glory passeth by thee, I will put thee in a cliff of the rock, and will cover thee with my hand while I pass. You understand? Meaning, the brightness of the Lord is so bright that when he passes by, he has to cover the cave, because a cleft of the rock is a cave. He said, go into this cave, and when I walk past, I'll put my hand, and then he's going to let him see the hind parts as the Most High pass, right? Verse, while I pass by. Okay, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter 33 and verse 23 in the Hebrew. Waha Sarathia, Ath, Kapia, Wara Ayath, Ath, Akaria, Wapanya La'a, Yara Awa. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh al-Mashah, Pasol, Laka, Shunya, Lakath, Abayam, Absalakia, Abunyam, Karaashnium, Waka, the Bathia, Waka the Bathia, Al Halakath, Ath Hadabarium Ashar, Hayawa Al Halakath, Haraash Neum, Haraash Shiam, Neum, Tlaki, Haraash Neum, Ashar, Abarath. Verse 2. Wahaya Nakawan Labakwar Wa Eliath Babakwar Al Har Sayanya Wana Tazabath Laya Sham Al Ra'ash Hahar. Verse 3. Wa Ayash La'ah Ya Ilah Imaka Wagum Ayash Al Yara'ah Bakal Hahar Gum Ha Taza'an Waha Bakwar Al Yara'aiwa Al Mawal Hahar Ha Hawa'ah. Verse 4. Waya Pasol Shanya Lakath Abanyam Salakia Kara Ashniyam Waya Shakum Masha Ba Bakwar Waya Al Har Sayanaya Ka'ashar Tazawa Yahawa Athwa Wayakwak Bayadwa Shanya La Kath Abanyam. Verse 5. Wayarad Yahweh Ba'ainan Waya Thaya Tazab Imwa Shum Waya Kwara'a Bashum Yahweh. Last one is 6. Verse 6. Waya Ibar Yahweh Al Punyun Waya Kwara'a Yahweh Al Rakawum Waka Nawun Arak Apayum Warab Kasad Wa Amath. We're going to go back to the last verse in 33. And this is the book of Exodus, chapter 33, and verse 23 in the English. And I will take away mine hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen. So now, when people say God is a spirit, that's true, but God also has a form. He has a form that could be distinguished. A body, he has legs, he has hair, he has a head, he has arms. So he's not just a spirit per se. And he wears clothes, a garment. You understand? He's clothed in light. You understand? This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 1 in English. And the Lord said unto Moses, hew thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables, which thou breakest. Verse 2. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself to me in the top of the mount. Verse 3. And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor herds feed before the mount. You know, sometimes when you read this, you know that it's from the Most High, because like the Most High has a certain standard that he never, relinquishes. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Like he said, when you come up to the mountain, nobody with you. That's what he mean. You understand? Right. This is serious business, in other words, Verse 4. And he hewed 2 tables of stone like unto the first. And Moses rose up early in the morning and went up unto Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand the 2 tables of stone. Verse 5. And the Lord descended in the cloud and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Lord. Verse 6. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and in truth. So here in the Hebrew, as we read earlier, he says, Yahweh, Yahweh the God, the Lord. His name is Yahweh. The English translation is Lord, which always kind of perplexed me, because there's verses where it's translated, 7 verses where it's translated into Jehovah.
God.
So why isn't it always Jehovah?
And J, if I'm not mistaken, is like one of the...
It's only 400 years old.
Yeah.
There was no J.
One of the youngest letters in the Esau alphabet.
They used to use an I, where the J is and where the wa sound was. They used to, after the Greeks, they used the I. But anyway, let's keep going. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 7 in the Hebrew. Netazar, Kasad, La'a, Lapayam, Nasha'a, Iwan, Wapashai, Wakata'a, Wanakwa, La'a, Yakwa, Atzalakia, Yanakwa, Paquad, Iwan, Abawath, Al, Banyam, Wa, Al, Banya, Banyam, Al, Shalashium, Wa Al, Rabbaayam. Verse 8. Waya Mahar, Masha, Waya Quad, Rataza, Waya Shatakwa, Waya Shatakwa. Verse 9. Waya Ma Na'a Mataza Athia, Kag, Ba'ayanayaka, Adunya, Yalad Na'a Adunya, Bakwarab Nawa, Kaya, Aim, Kwasha, Irap, Hawa'a, Wasa Lakath, Wa Iwa Nunwa, Nunwa, Wala Kata'ath Nawa, Wana Kalath Nawa. Verse 10. Waya Amar, Hana, Abiaka, Korath, Barayath, Nagad, Kal, Imaka, Aisha, Napalaath, Ashar La'a, Na Bara'awa, Bakal, Ha'aratazar, Wabakal, Hagawayam, Wa Ra'ah, Kal, Ha'aim, Ashar, Atha, Ba Kwarabwa, Ath, Ma'aisha, Yahweh Kaya, Nawara'ah, Hawa'ah, Ashar, Anya, Aisha, Imaka. Verse 11. Shamar, Laka, Ath, Ashar, Anakia, Matazawa, Mazatawaka, Salakia, Hayawum, Hananya, Garash, Mapanyaka, Ath, Amaria, Waha, Kanainia, Wa, Hakathia, Waha, Razia, Waha, Kawaya, Haya Bawum, Wahaya Bawum. Verse 12. Hashamar Laka Pun Thakarath Barayath Laya Washab Ha Aratazar Ashar Atha Ba'a Aliyah Pun Yahaya Lama Wakwash Bakarabka. Verse 13. Kaya Ath Maza Bakathum Tha Tatha Aitaza one. Salakia. The Aitaza the oh boy. The Taza one Wa'a Mataza Bathum. The Shabaria one. The Shabar one. Wa'ath. Asharya wa. The Karatha one. Karath one. So what we started at 7 and 8, 10, 11, 13. Okay. Verse 13. Kaya Ath Maza Bathak Bakathum. The Isaac Taza one. Wa'ath Mataza Bathum. Thasha Bar one. Wa'ath Asharia wa. Tha Karath one. Okay, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, and verse 7 in English. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgressions and sins, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children, and unto the third and to the fourth generation. Verse 8. And Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshiped. Verse 9. And he said, if my Lord now hath found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us, for it is a stiff-necked people, right, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. Verse 10. And he said, behold, I will make a covenant before thee. I will make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels such have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of the Lord, for it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. So when we say the Lord is a terrible power, that's what he said. That's what he said. Okay, verse 11. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee, the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite. Verse 12. And take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, whither thou goest. Let it be for a snare in the midst of thee. So here the Most High warned us from the gate, literally from the gate. Don't be making no deals with these people.
Right.
Do what the Most High says to do, and don't make deals with these people, man. I know it sounds crazy because isn't life about making deals and compromise? No, it is not. Life is about obeying God.
That's right.
It's not about making compromises. It might seem harsh, but we understand now fully that making deals with these other nations is to our destruction, man. And the Most High warned us from the gate. You understand? Verse 13. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. You understand? Because people understood back then that when a people conquers you and destroys your God, that their God is stronger than your God. That was the understanding. If we win, then that means our God is the best. And the Most High told us if we listened and obeyed him, we would always win. And the world would know that he's the best and we're the best because we represent him. That was the plan. And it's still the plan. And it's going to come to fruition. Was the last one, right? 13 was the last one. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34 and 14. For thou shalt worship no other God. For the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to help those people that might not understand. Meaning, he deserves all the credit. That's right. And nobody else deserves no credit. That's what it's talking about. He's not jealous like a man is jealous of another man or if a woman is jealous of another woman. That's not what it means. It means that he is worthy of all the praise and the glory, and he did it. And you worshiping another God is giving that God credit for what the Most High did. That's what it is. And the Most High ain't having it, man. He ain't. And Israel, if you know the truth, which we teach in the Isupk and the Commanding General Yohana, you know that the Most High meant it when he said it because of the condition that we're in right now. We know. And what we've suffered over these last few thousand years, we know for sure. And I should be carrying the Commanding General Yohana. There is no doubt at all. Verse 15. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods. And that's exactly what we did. Because, Salaki, if I may, we are stiff-necked people, meaning when you're stiff-necked, you don't look around and see everything. God. You just looking straight ahead and you hard-headed. So you see a God. Oh, that God look fly. He made out of gold. You understand? That could be a representation of our God, which is nonsense, man. It ain't about seeing God as a figure, but seeing what he's done for you. That's right. He gave you life. He made a beautiful planet, given food grows out of it, everything, woman, everything you ever could desire, any natural man, anything that you can desire as a natural man or woman, the Most High is given to you freely, man. And you want another God? Yeah, I would be mad too, be honest with you. And so would you. If you did it, if you provided for your family and your kids, and you gave them everything that they required, love, comfort, security, you gave them all of that, and then they go follow after some other nigga or Salakia or some other guy, then you would be upset too. And that's the Most High. Because first and foremost, he's Abba. He's our Father. And we should always look at him as that. You understand what I'm saying? And he's a serious father. He's the best father that will ever exist. Verse 16. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and making thy sons go a whoring after their gods. I got to break it down, because let's say I married a Chinese woman. She's going to teach my son, who's an Israelite, about her God, because that's what people do.
Right.
She's not going to teach my son about my God, because my God is not her God. So the Most High said, don't marry them. Because if you marry an Israelite woman, a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman, we all have the same God. We're the same blood. The scripture says, marry people among your own tribe so that you'll be strong and get the inheritance that was intended for you. I'm paraphrasing, of course. You got to come to love this truth, man. You have to. Your spirit is never going to rest until you do. You're going to have to love this truth, man. Whether sometimes it sounds harsh and it sounds hard, but in reality, it's wonderful, man. Like the Most High is wonderful beyond that. For his love for us, man. If you know, Salakia for running on, but to understand the love of God, and when you read this Bible, the love, the God that the Most High has for Israel is like astounding. Like he'll kill you and bring you back to life.
That's heavy, man. I don't think they don't understand.
They don't understand it.
That's deep.
He'll kill you and bring you back to life to show you what he's saying is the truth.
Deep,
he destroyed Israel. Let all of these weak ass nations, all of these whack nations just stomp all over his children, man. Just to show them that what he said, he meant it. You living it. So-called Black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native. You actually living this. None of you is going to escape. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care who you marry. You're going to suffer these things that the Most High put upon us, man. And we said, suffer patiently the things that have come upon you. But soon you will see the destruction of your enemies. I'm paraphrasing. So we suffer, man. We come here, man. We got issues, every one of us. But we come here. We come to this school and we do what the hell we told to do. Whether we like it or not. You understand what I'm saying? That's duty, man. That's our work. And in this school, we love it. When we sit down and when we by ourselves and we think about it, and sometimes when we talk together, we know we love it. And without it, we're nothing. We know that. You understand? We know that. Understand? Children of Israel, we in the last days, y'all. Y'all see it, man. All you got to do is listen to Commanding General Yohana and read this Bible.
That's right.
And you will see it as clear as day, man.
That's it.
And man, when Commanding General Yohana speak, I pray I never miss a word. because his breakdowns is so on point, man. It has to be of the Lord, man. I'm telling you. He's been breaking down a lot. He broke down Revelation. He's been doing a lot of breakdown. That's what I love about the journal. When things get rough, we see more of him. He comes out more. He don't hide like the Christian pastor did under the COVID and under Katrina, where the Christian pastors hid from their people and still collected the tithes. Not in here. Because in here, we're taught to fear only the Lord. And we have a man that leads us like Commander Juliana. It's not so hard. It's not. Verse 17. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. Because Israel liked to make stuff. We were craftsmen and made gold and silver and all kind of metals into whatever we wanted to make, because we're very skilled people. You understand? He wouldn't say don't make nothing molten if we didn't know how to make molten.
Right.
So all of this nonsense, we were primitive. And so we had a frying pan 3,000 years ago. Just remember that. They had to molten it or melt it to make it, didn't they? Okay. And they were cooking fried chicken in there. I'm telling you, I always talk about that because when I read that, man, I was amazed. I was like, oh, snap. That really is us. Putting that flour, mingled it with oil and put it in that frying pan.
It's crazy, man.
I said, oh, man. I remember the first time I heard that, man. I remember the first time my brother was reading that, and I said, my God.
You can't run from that.
Can't.
You know what I mean?
Like I was thinking that maybe the frying pan was invented in the last 100 years or so.
Yeah.
But in the Bible, in the book of Leviticus, they had a frying pan and fried chicken in it. Now let that, as Captain Zariak says, let that sizzle in your spirit. Verse 18. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I commanded thee, in the time of the month of Abib, which is the first month of the year. For in the month of Abib thou camest out from Egypt. So we began in the springtime as a nation. You understand? The month of Abib is like the end of March, early April into April or April. That's, of course, because everything is renewed in the springtime, is it not? That's why I call it spring, because everything springs forth. We spring forth, or we're in accordance, man. That's right. Verse 19. All that openeth the matrix is mine. That means everybody that comes out of the womb of a woman belongs to the Lord. And that's talking about the Israelites, because that's who he's talking to. He's not talking to the whole world. He's talking to the Israelites. With every firstling among thy cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. Verse 20. But the firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. So it's because an ass is a donkey or a horse, and it's unclean. So instead of sacrificing an unclean animal, you would sacrifice a lamb. Understand? Because that unclean animal, that ass or that horse, he had value, trust, and believe, because our culture was mostly agricultural at that particular time. So if you had a nice horse and some horses and some cows, man, and you had a little land, you could live good back in them days. It was work though. Then you get to the point where you can have your few brothers working for you. And Most High gave us a great system, man. That's all. Okay. And if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. 6 days, verse 34.
It's like what verse you started in?
Damn, I think I went way over.
Yeah.
We started at 16, right?
I think you did. Yeah, you did start at 16.
Yeah.
You started at 15.
Yeah, and we started at 16. So there, shoot, man, I went way over.
We'll have to just count that as a set.
Yeah. Okay.
That's on me. It's a lot.
Yeah, me too. That was my bad. I was having too much fun. That's what it was. Thou shalt observe the feast. And okay, we got that. We got 28. I read up to 33. No. One second. Wait a minute.
Did you switch? You didn't switch the book, did you?
No, I'm still on 34. I think I was reading another book. But I don't know how I was still on 34. I think I just went ahead.
Yeah.
Because I'm reading this stuff. I didn't read all of these things. It's my bad.
No, you two are. You know what I'm saying? But, you two are.
Yeah, 6 days thou shalt. Yeah, I didn't even get to that. But the firstling of as thou shalt redeem. Okay.
No, you did.
Yeah, I was good. 20,
then
6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest. Verse 22.
Yeah, you read all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you just read an additional set.
Yeah.
In the English.
So.
But
Feast of first fruits. Yep.
Yeah, but for time said we're gonna clip it right there though.
Okay, most high Christ, because we got work to do today, and we thank everybody who we got. We got Brother Yarrell. We thank everybody for tuning in. We got Sister Red and her family. We got Young Man G and his family, and we got Rip RJPC W01. He's the secret agent.
Got the computer generated name.
Yeah, he's a secret agent.
They get a salute though.
But
located in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shabbat, a thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alatham Bahashim. Yahweh Shai to all the sisters. And once again, we thank you for tuning in. And we're going to continue. We're going to close out now with the prayers.
So just up here, Mighty.
Let me blow it on.
Mm-hmm. Where the hell I go there? Whew.